I do not know if it is greed. I do not know if it is outright contempt
Out of it.
for the American public. But
it's just evil. It's criminality.
to every person fearful of losing life-saving health care, know that we see you, and we will not stop fighting for you.
I dare him to send the damn troops into Boston. That'll be the day. I'm not gonna make a point. People be making statements at these places. What the fuck? They got maced. What, I want to be a furry? I probably don't want to dress up like that. I'm definitely gonna make a scene about it. Just gonna have my camera out. Yo, what's up? Yeah, what you gonna do? And they're gonna have to face the music, face the rapper, face the diva. No, you got me up. Hey everybody, this is Dean FM, Dean Fraser Milford here for your creature comfort. And today, I wanted to do another reaction video. This one's going to be to the name of championing existence and the legacy of black woman. We're going to be reacting to Representative Ayanna Pressley slams Republicans for raising healthcare costs for families, shutting down government. This just came out, actually. This is the most transparent, and I've said the most transparent organization in history, I think. The opposite way, as to they're the ones who are revealing said transparency. They just like walk in glass. Unintentionally, it ain't working. They try to spray some deception on the glass to kind of make it foggy and stuff, but we can still see right through you. Still see right through you. What is pathetic? It got some demons in your closet, evil in your heart, and you're just not being upfront. And a lot of these things have come out where people behind the scenes, the Republican organizations, and in government, they're just being overtly racist. The problem is that they're not being overtly racist with the public, with each other, and that's cowardly. Stupid, all high and mighty. That you think that you have a valid stance there, and you think that you're better than all these people, but at the end of the day, you can't even man up, grow up, and just stop being a jerk. No, you ain't that tough if you're just straight up lying about it. It's disgusting, and I hope one day all these people who are cutting all these things here, all these people's healthcare, they are held accountable, and they are put in the prosecution system. They get their names in court, but it's gonna take a little while. Honestly, I don't think our big man in the White House gonna even make it. Swollen this, puffy that, covered up this, 40 covered up that, catheter this. Oh, he could have been packing. He all over the place. I don't think he's gonna make it to face prosecution, and yeah, it's unfortunate. But everybody else, the least bit accountable. Maybe not everybody who's cast a vote, but everybody even one step closer. That if you participated in your local, like as a Republican, go. People are gonna die. People have died. People could be chosen. What? Republicans ain't doing it, dude. Republicans don't know what they're up against. Yeah, let's get right into it. Ayanna Pressley. We love to highlight the accomplishments.
I'm an only child, but I married into a big family. And when we first were married, my husband was constantly going to this event, to that event, to a christening, a graduation. And I said, you know,
busy man.
We both worked in government, and I said, I can't keep up with this. You know, there's always a place to be. And my
you want a man like that, though, to challenge you.
Always inconvenience yourself for family.
Sometimes.
And I just want to thank you for being here today, because you've gone out of your way, because you give a damn, not only about your own families, but about your neighbors, about our communities, about our human family. And our destinies truly are tied.
Should be natural to be.
Thank you so much for your expertise, for your candor, and for your vulnerability. My questions have been asked and answered, but I do just want to talk a little bit about the district that I represent, the Massachusetts 7th. This is a vibrant, diverse, dynamic district, deeply unequal. In a 3-mile radius, you might find this hard to believe, from Cambridge to Roxbury, the blackest part of my district, life expectancy drops by 30 years.
I'm sure.
So we have disparate outcomes
that's how bad that is.
Across all
and I'm in Massachusetts.
Avenues, but especially when it comes to health. And in fact, my district has already lost 2 hospitals, and Kearney Hospital and St. Elizabeth's.
That's my town.
And 1 in 3 of my constituents receive their care from a community health center, which is patient-centered, culturally competent, all of the things. And of course, they're all vulnerable in this moment.
Very vulnerable.
I want to share an excerpt from a letter of one of my constituents, Sasha, who lives with type 1 diabetes in Boston. It's the idea of Medicaid being cut or made harder to access terrifies me. I don't know how I would survive. I'm only 18, and I want to live with purpose, help others, and give back. But I can't do that if I'm not here. And I can't stay here without the care that keeps me alive. Madam Chair, I ask unanimous consent.
The way they're banking on that, counting on that for a lot of people to die. They want people to not have a voice. They know what they're doing. I don't know how a lot of those people sleep at night that made this decision about their one big, beautiful, busted brazen bill. They have blood on their hands. Yeah, it impacts everybody. A lot of narrative you hear a lot is that, these people in the red states, they are being targeted and they have been exploited for their beliefs or whatever. And a lot of those people have voted for Trump in the red states, and therefore the red states are being impacted. But look at the blue states too, especially the fact that he sent the troops to blue states. And he don't give a crap. I dare him to send the damn troops into Boston. That'll be the day. I'm not gonna make a point. People be making statements at these places. What the fuck? They got maced. What, I want to be a furry? I probably don't want to dress up like that. I'm definitely gonna make a scene about it. Just gonna have my camera out. Yo, what's up? Yeah, what you gonna do? And they're gonna have to face the music, face the rapper, face the diva. No, you gotta be up.
Medicaid is a lifeline for Sasha and millions of others throughout the country.
Period.
It's not
healthcare.
Nice to have, it's a must-have. And instead of protecting access to care, Republicans have chosen cruelty. They passed the big betrayal bill and created a healthcare crisis that endangers the lives of every person who calls this country home. Donald Trump, RFK Jr., Republicans in Congress are dismantling our healthcare system by firing workers at public health agencies, defunding research for cures, denying women essential reproductive care, and attacking science. And now families are just weeks away from skyrocketing hikes for health insurance. In my district, a family of 4 making $64,000 a year will pay $2,500 more in premiums each year. So for a 60-year-old couple earning $82,000, they'll have to pay an extra $14,000. More than 35,000 of my constituents are at risk of losing their coverage altogether. None of this is acceptable and 100% preventable. Republicans could work with Democrats to lower these costs, but instead they chose to shut down the government,
and blame the Dems
of wholesale, widespread hurt and harm.
Yep.
I do not know if it's incompetence. I do not know if it is greed. I do not know if it is outright contempt for the American public. But let me be clear.
It's just evil.
Are fighting for
criminality.
To every person fearful of losing life-saving health care, know that we see you and we will not stop fighting for you.
Believe me. That goes from me to you to me to you. I'm not going to stop fighting for you. If you are part of a marginalized community, if you're part of any community, especially if you're just a liberal, if you're on the chopping block too, I don't care if you're cis and or white. We are all on the chopping block. Could very well come down to the point, anybody who has a dissenting opinion, anybody who has a voice, anybody who says one thing, we can be I feel like we're about to be going into the Salem witch house here. You go to the neighbor's window when you try to hear from, is that big witch? Then they straight up drown people to see if that person's a witch, then they will live. We're about to be going straight to that. And I'll talk to you later. Get on top of it. Stay on top of it. And it's very upsetting, but it's very important that us adults who are capable and able to have a voice, some of us may feel like they're getting stronger from this stuff. I certainly do. I feel like I'm more knowledgeable. I feel like, while I understand that there's transphobia, all this stuff, I know that there's a huge community behind me. You can't miss that fact too. All the hate and all the lies and all this blah, blah, blah. But can't see that without seeing the community. It's huge. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.